Et c'est parti directement, le gun round qui peut démarrer. Et du coup, les RCTIC décident de démarrer en CT. Et on part sur un setup côté... attention, directement cette agression au middle. Là, on part directement au middle du côté de So. Et on commence à rusher côté terreau au niveau de ce BPB. On arrive dans ce tunnel, on hésite à avancer, c'est parti. Le premier stock qui est lancé, c'est la smoke. Puis la flash, instant directement pour sortir Seven à la réception, mais Seven qui va se prendre le gros headshot, il reste plus ça derrière. Ce BPB, attention, le backup de Zori qui a été...
So a nice flash comes in, but just being flanked here by Twister and tunnels. And this is basically just going to be Method going down once again. And they will be going into the buy round, obviously on the third round after the bomb plant on the first.
Yeah, it was pretty much just a few deagles, just trying to do a little bit of damage. Can't really expect too much from the T side in that scenario, and this is where they'll get their buy on. Not the best utility in the world, but they are coming up against two SMGs, so there is a huge amount of potential damage for them to be done. They've just got to be careful they don't get closed out by what looks like an aggressive push towards middle. So they do have to be careful here. It looks like they're playing relatively passive off the bat, but they've got to be careful because it is this man, Sagerton, but I think he's already been spotted early on into the round and they're going to retreat back.
Yeah, that short push almost got him some information, but instead he's just going to back off. Nade does go out, and that's going to push JMQA down to 20 HP already. But they do lose a play in the process. Sorry, will be picked off over towards A, that is. So now we're back down to a 3 versus 4, and a 4 versus 5, and Method with the advantage, despite having a couple of players tagged up a little bit here. And RCTIC going to see the long rush coming out from Method. Saw just backing off. He's only got an MP9, so he wants to play these close angles. Not going to want to challenge too far in this kind of position. And we will see almost all of the players pushing up long here. 3 out of the 5. One is going to be holding towards lower tunnel, and JMQA holding the short push from Sagatron again. He knows they're pushed up aggressively, so this is a great position from him. You can see Twister is going to be ready to push out mid. He just spots him out, bit of damage, tries to pick it up, but Saw's going to peek him over from short, and he's going to find that frag. Spades though with a quick trade, and we're back into a 2-on-4. But Twister and Sagatron, they got less than favourable positions as Ubik brings the bomb up towards the A site from long.
Well, yeah, so far it has been, well, the players who seem to have limited utility, and, well, not utility, limited guns, who haven't been able to do too much, but there's still Sagerton left in this round. I don't want to say anything more because we've already seen something insane from him, but he has taken down space. He does have Dursky over towards long though, and I feel like even this should be just a little bit too much, but high risk really there from RCTIC. 2 players not purchasing the rifles, it really did limit the range of what they had, and in the end, it backfired on them, and they've lost themselves the 3rd round.
Yeah, but essentially, and RCTIC, they are going to be going... they do have to make that decision, of course, if they want to stick with the eco or just go for the buy. Obviously, they only have 1 saving player, so maybe buying up with him would not be a great decision. But if you look at their economy, they have a little bit to afford. They could get a couple of rifles, Sagatron could drop, and then we can get a 5th pistol. So, yeah, it would make sense to get a buy up in this situation. They can get 4 rifles. So I think that's exactly what they're going to be doing. And look, an AWP is going to be bought up. Oh, sorry, a scout there up on 7. And Sorry is going to be picking up the AWP as well. So we do have 2 scoped rifles already in the game, and we do see, on the contrary, one over towards JMQA over on Method side, but he hasn't got the upgraded rifle like an AWP that Zorich has, and he's just going to be stuck on that scout to start.
It's interesting here because they are betting an awful lot on this AWP at the moment because Twister's actually playing without any armor at all. So a hit on him with the scout will do a nice amount of damage. The boost spot working out relatively well so far for Sagerton. He's going to find himself a little bit of a tag onto Dursky, and that's going to be a nice start to the round. But, well, relatively speaking so far, just a little bit of mid-control coming out from the T's. Not really going to go too aggressive just yet, and Zori holding the position on the car just to make sure that nobody's getting on short. It's such a decent position. It's really hard to take people out, and, well, really they have to push together if they're going to do this, and I'm seeing this short push gather up, and I'm worried that it may just get shut down straight off the bat by Zori. Going to be waiting. The smoke is still there. They are using nades to try and get him out of position, but he will find the first kill. Just going to be spraying through. That smoke has done its job, though. Slowing him down. They're going to be able to get onto the site, and now it's going to be a retake situation for the CT side.
Oh, but look at that run through the smoke. JMQA just pushes right past Saw. He hasn't even realised he's still behind him in the smoke. And Saw, his position is great. He's going to peek out. His teammate will do the damage, but there's still 2 players left on the CT side. Oh, the retake is going well, though. He picks up another headshot. Will be dropped shortly with Sagatron alone, and that's all they're going to find there. Method will take a 2nd on the board, and RCTIC now forced to an eco. That looked like really, really good potential with Saw in that position, but unfortunately he doesn't utilise it to the extent that I'd like him to, and Method will take it.
Well, Upik and face crack there, just basically finishing off anybody who came anywhere near that site. Superb work from them, and they have given themselves a good chance already on the T side, forcing the CTs even back to an eco round. And well, really, we're just looking at Saw. He's got that CZ, might be able to do a little bit of damage. Is going to go aggressive and try and find himself something early on, but in the meantime, I think the T's just realised that they can just take these long ranges towards, well, long, and they're going to just be finding nice amount of damage. Spades just getting these clean-up kills, boosting his stats a little bit. Dursky adding in, and as said, it's only Saw left, trying to flank round Ubik. Maybe able to find himself a rifle. He can hit the shot.
Oh, the CZ is so inaccurate. I hate this gun. It's obviously going to end up in the graveyard there, just being dropped by Dirksen. And 2 players so low there, it could have easily finished off. But yeah, the CZ, it's just so unfortunate. You know, at a range, that weapon is essentially useless. If you don't hit 2 one taps instantly, you're going down. And
it takes a very, very skilled player to use that gun.
Yeah,
well, at close range, fair enough. But
anyone can use that. Yeah. We are going to see an AWP up on either side now, you can see. Scout was dropped to a space. He's actually managed to retrieve an AK now, but JMQA and Zorage, of course, on these AWPs just here. And we do see a bit of aggression up towards Long from RCTIC. They're boosting a player up on top of the box. This is quite interesting here. Secatron will finally drop those. They are spamming through the door. I think they're aware of this one. And
I think he tried it a couple of rounds before. That's the only reason that they were spamming through that position. They have seen it once, and he managed to do it. It was Dursky, actually, who he did a bit of damage to. So this time, Dursky, he's not going to repeat that mistake. He's going to do a little bit of damage.
The flashes are going to be going out over towards Long. Sagatron and Zorage both have to hold this. Sagatron will get spotted out over there and hit. Going for the first, does hit it though, and it's still pushed up in the smoke. Dirksen, he gets spotted out again, but he will also get a kill on Saw, getting that quick trade from the edge of the smoke. I'm not sure how he just hit that one, but Method, they're down a man and they need to regroup and hurry up and get back into this round. But of course they've got to watch out. The bomb is still down over in middle, and although they are pushing Spades up towards short, they still haven't got any control over it, and 2 players up towards long means they'll need to back all the way off and go get it if they do choose to. And Zori's just going to capitalise on their bad positioning by taking out Ubik there, and Spades and JMQA are going to be last 2 alive. Warp is dropped though, and that's going to leave just JMQA alone here in this 1 versus 4. Making it now a 1 versus 3, but there is a bit of aggression up towards middle, and that's going to be Twister with the Farmers, just holding up the angle. So this is a great position for Twister, because he can spot him if he does decide to back off and go towards the B site, but he's not overpeaking to the extent where he's going to commit to a gunfight. And now he's finally going for the flank there, and now JMQA is pretty much alone, and they know his position. With only 13 seconds left on the clock, he has to commit to this. Just running straight up onto the site, but Saw spots him out. Molotov does go down. He's going to stick the plant here. There's no reason to fake this one, and he's going to get spotted out at the end of the day. So 7 dropping him there, and actually, oh, he was killed from CT.
Yeah, there's the kill creep spray just jumping up and down. Obviously, it's not a headshot with the CZ, so it's not quite as impressive, but it's still a nice little jump spray coming in. We saw a couple of those yesterday with RCTIC doing that, so they do enjoy that. Although it's very, very risky nowadays. Obviously, since the update of the models where you can actually hit people who are jumping, which is always a nice addition to the game.
Yeah. That's very debatable. A lot of people are against it, but I think it's you know, within reason, it can be okay. It does need some fixing on certain weapons. Shouldn't be able to do it, but first peek is going to come out from Zori.
In the flames.
Saul. Yeah, just getting burned alive there. JMQA still hits the shot though. Really good peek and really good positioning. Absolutely no fear from the man. And 5 versus 4 is already underway, just seconds into the round.
Yeah, so far it seems like Method are pretty good at finding these early peaks. They just need to make sure they capitalise on them, and JM, he's just making plays at the moment, finding those entry kills into the round, doing more and more damage along the way, and that bomb plant last round actually was a nice addition to their economy here. So a good chance for Method to break back straight away. Already found 2, now 3 entry kills. Space coming back in, finding 1 more. And, well, this only leaves 1 player per site. It's going to be very, very difficult. And it looks like the person who will be tested will be Twister. Currently sat in the smoke. I feel like he's not long for this world. He has managed to get back out though, and he's going to go aggressive again, but only taking 1 down. And now, well, you have to expect Sagadin to save here, although JM's just going to... Where was that? Was that from the site?
No, that was from doors. Ubik was down in CT, and he just got shot through the smoke somehow.
I thought that came from behind. I was thinking, where did he even die from? That was a great shot from JM.
But we will see the eco once again from RCTIC. Just pistols here, only 2 brought up, and the rest of them just stuck with the defaults. And a couple of nades, but they've already been used for the cross, and we're going to see some short aggression here. So just supported by Sora. I can imagine he's going to flash them out of position. Then they're just going to get aggressive over towards here. And this could be very, very good again. Could just be complete spray down, but there's always potential. JMQA will be dropped after finding 1, and Space does get the refrag again. So they're still up a man and 7. He's going to turn it back into an advantage. Space, he's going nuts, and there we go. Double kill from him. Make that a triple in the whole of the round. And Method just shutting down RCTIC. They're barely losing anything, but they've got the economy to support it regardless of the matter, and 5-3 is going to be the score as RCTIC to attempt to put together a buy here.
Well, I do want to mention the fact that RCTIC, we saw them play Dust 2 yesterday against Exodus. I think they managed 6 rounds on the CT side, but managed 10 on the T. So I feel like they are better at the T side. So I am waiting to see how they perform in that position. If they can get 6 or 7 rounds, I'm sure they'll be pretty happy, because they were phenomenal. So, well, especially Sagerton was just insane on the T side. So we'll see whether or not they'll be able to bring that about again. But so far it is again just mid presence coming in from the T side. One player's going to drop straight away though. Sagerton taking down Obeek, so there's no more split coming onto the A side. It's all going to be from short. They're molotoving off the site, and it's all going to be down to Saw really in this position. Taking a lot of damage from nades. He's going to get forced out, but they haven't managed to take him down yet. He's going to peek out. Sagerton with him going to take down 1 more, and this is falling apart for the T side. Space manages to save it a little bit, but Dursky going to go down, and perfect hold from the CT side.
Great play. Great play there from Saul, actually surviving while on the site, and the importance of that is it's huge. Saul doesn't overpeak and commit himself to a gunfight which will get him killed, and so he allows himself to stay on the site. So Method, if they do attempt a bomb plant, he can completely deny that. So he's essentially staying alive on the site, not committing to any gunfights and letting them gain map control up towards short, but he's not letting them get any bomb plants and therefore wasting time and allowing his team to rotate in. So a really good play there from Saw, and in the end obviously peeking out and dropping the player JMQA there was even more effectiveness to that matter. And now of course we are going to see the full buy coming out from RCTIC after winning that previous round. And we have a look at the money. Both teams are negative right now. They haven't got a great amount of bank at the moment. FaceCrack does have 4.6k, but essentially whoever loses this round is going to be down on the eco, regardless of the matter. Even if RCTIC lose it, even if the Method lose it, so they've got to watch out for that. Either team is going to be on enforcing to the other one to eco, so they can pick up 2 rounds in a row after that as we face a double eco.
And I will have to say this is another thing we saw from RCTIC. They were not that great at winning consecutive rounds. That was one of the major problems we see for them already while playing on this map, and I feel like they have to get off to... If they start getting a few rounds in a row, this will get scary for Method very, very quickly. So they do need... I feel like the T's may need to pick up more rounds. I've not really seen Method's CT side, but I know for a fact that they are a very aggressive team, sort of like a lot of the Russian teams are. They're very good on the T side, and sometimes the CT side can be lacking, but they are, again, they're going to be making a play towards the A side. Looks like the long presence is coming in, and straight jump down into CT. This could be worrying for Saw. He's going to get taken down, and now Saw, he's all alone in the pit area. He needs to find at least 1, and it's not going to happen. Damage being done, face crack on 1 HP, but they pretty much have full control over the site at the moment. Only the spray coming through from Twister to really stop them at all. And while the CTs, they've realized that there's no point. There's no point in this retake. They're not going to be able to do enough damage. The bomb will go down with seconds to spare, and they're just going to try and save the weapons. But the Ts, well, we can already see a push coming in from JM. Going to spot 1. He should get taken down. Sagerton going to protect his teammate. But yeah, a good round from Method, just taking control very, very quickly. And now, as said, RCTIC are going to be back onto an eco if they can't save many of these weapons.
Yeah, good exits there at least. But again, they could have, had some kind of attempt to go towards the site. Obviously, FaceCrack being extremely low gives them a bit of an advantage there. But of course, really, it's probably not going to happen regardless. So Method allowing to get a 6th on the board, and of course this means RCTIC won't be on an eco now because they will have 3 rifles to buy up with, so they will have a couple of players buying pistols or SMGs or shotguns depending. Maybe a scout.
Well, they could actually drop. They could actually drop a couple.
That would help.
So I feel like they should actually have a relatively good buy going in here, which means it's not bad. It's not going to be as good as they probably want it to be. Like lacking a few, like the rifle's not quite up to standard, but yeah, it's not a bad buy coming out. The 3 rifles was crucial to this buy coming in, but now they need to capitalize on it, otherwise everything will be gone.
Yeah, definitely. And Method are going to take long control once again. RCTIC aren't going to be challenging this for a change here, so usually getting very aggressive towards it. But again, with a lack of a scoped rifle on the side, is going to be they don't want to really challenge us or make any unorthodox peaks here, and they're just going to allow Method to gain short control here. Long control here. JMQA is going to find the first one. Bit of aggression from 7. He pushes all the way into T-spawn, and he will be punished for it there, so that's already the advantage for Method, as we do see the push initiate up towards long onto the A site here. And Saul's going to be over in CT. He has got support from Zorage over on short off angle here, which is going to be interesting. And Saul can just peek through the edge of the smoke if he wants to, but it's going to dissipate, and he'll go down. Ubeek dropping him there, and Zorage is going to be the last man alive on the site to get any kind of defense from the Method side. Bomb is going to make its way over towards the spot. I don't think Zorage even noticed that player to his right. 4x3 there. He's just jumping up next to him, and he has no idea, but this is a really good position. He could actually go for the ninja defuse here. I think this is his plan right now. He's just allowing his teammates to play very passive. Oh, look at that though. Twister gets aggressive up on short. He's going to find one Zorage. They're communicating really well with their teammates and playing around them. Twister and Zorage both land frags, and the smoke is out on the bomb, so he can actually stick this defuse now as face crack, and the rest of the gang hold this off. But Space, aggression towards the site, does not want to allow part to go down. He sprays into it. Space, he grabs 2 kills there. So Method just keeping himself in that, almost allowing that defuse to come in, but great aggression from Space, not throwing away the round from Method. And RCTIC are going to be on the eco now.
The problem with that was they had great communication all the way up to the point where they went for the ninja defuse, as Zori didn't have a kit, so he went for it originally, and then it went back, and second to me, oh wait, I've got a kit, and then he goes for the defuse, and by that point it's already too far gone, and we can just see Space walk in and kill everyone. But Facecrack are going to find the first kill of the round. Obviously, as we've said, they are now back on an eco. This will be an 8th round for Method, unless we see some phenomenal plays coming out from RCTIC. And yeah, it's just unfortunate. It seems like another day for RCTIC where they're just struggling with their economy on the CT side. And yeah, not really much they can do. They need to be winning consecutive rounds. And well, apart from the 2 initially, they've just been winning 1 round off the bat. Ubeek going to find another kill. A little bit of tag coming onto him. We do see 7 picking up a kill as well, so at least a bit of damage being done. He also has himself a rifle, so still some potential to do some damage, but well, it looks like JM, he's just going to be playing with Saw for a little bit before he finishes him off, undoubtedly, and then it's going to be down to 7. No HP left. He goes down as well.
That first kill from Ubeek was illegal. That was disgusting. He's got a little 1-tap onto a peek over towards long, and 8-4 is going to be the score today, and that was a terrible rhyme. I don't have the time for this though, and we are going to see 5 rifles once again brought up from RCTIC, so they've got a bit of money for this. Only 1 kit down on 7, but again, no scope rifles are going to mean they're at a bit of a disadvantage compared to Method here. They are going for 4 players over towards B. They can push these into now a lower tunnel, which is allowing them to go anywhere they want, out mid, up towards short. And look at this, just pure aggression straight out into mid, and there's no control here, no smokes or anything. Dirksian will find the first storage. Quick trade there, but smoke will finally go down, and Space is going to cross, allowing them to push into the site. But Twister, he doesn't want to give up his beloved bomb site. He grabs one, but Facecrack, he says no and takes a double there, and Zorage will finally be dropped over in mid by Space, and Method will take 9-4. So RCTIC are going to have to eco for the last round of the half, which they definitely want right now, as Method are on the road to get an 11-4 scoreline.
Well, yeah, looking into that one, I do like the fact they didn't actually throw the smoke down initially, because the factor is, if you don't throw it down, you can just get that little bit of time to push in, and they won't expect you to be there. They expect the smoke to go down first, but 2 quick entries coming in. This is just decimation again on these eco rounds. You don't see Method making any real mistakes here. They are taking a little bit of damage with Dursky going down to 8 HP, but in the meantime, 2 players have already gotten to site, just tapping away. 7's going to go down, and well, with only 2 players remaining, Saw will be the one left alone, and yeah, this is just going to be a nice easy cleanup for the T side, maximizing their bank, and they could even go for a firing squad if they want to, which I do like that strategy. It is risky considering they leave so many guns, but I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, you can always throw them out the map as well.
Well, I was talking about the firing squad on the T side. It's coming on the CT side instead, so didn't see that one coming, and JM still going to hit the first shot. Doesn't matter what you're doing, he's still finding those AWP entry kills. He's been brilliant this game so far, and completely blind. Saw's going to get taken down as well. So not the start we were looking for, but at least Sagaton, he's still there, still alive. But yeah, JM, just superb. Yeah. Absolutely superb this game.
Playing out of his mind indeed. Sakatron's going to be holding off this angle onto short there. Space will be dropped, and now we're backing down into a 3 versus 2. Of course,
nice
2v2 is still reach. He takes another one, but the trade is instantly going to come out. Sakatron alone, 1 versus 2. They know his position. All he has to do is hold towards the angle, and you can see the bomb's actually going towards B, but he doesn't realise Faceback's over on the site. And there we go. Method 11-4, and that's going to be the half.
RCTIC have a good B-side, so there's still potential. We saw it yesterday on the map that we did actually manage to see before we saw the ridiculous lag outs and stuff. But the thing I am a little bit worried about is they are so far in the hole at the moment that if the pistol doesn't go their way, they could be in big trouble. So this is going to be a crucial round. We are going to see some nades onto Saw. Same on Dursky. No kit in play for the CT side. They're not planning on giving away a site. And, well, this is going to be, at the moment, just players gathering up towards the tunnels area. A couple of players towards mid, just tapping away to try and find out maybe a little bit of information or an entry frag, but...
Oh, look at this push from Ubiko. He's gone all the way into lower tunnel. He does get dinked down to 5 HP. That's just the Glock, though. 95 in 1. So upsetting from Twister. That could have been an opening kill that RCTIC really need. And Method, they've still got the man advantage despite maybe not having the HP they require. And they will be converging around the B site right now. So getting ready to push straight onto it, I can imagine. Bomb is also in tow as well. And we are going to see Zorage joining the rest of the players as they get ready to push into B. And we are going to see, of course, just one player holding this towards the back of the site. Face cracker, he lands the first one, still tapping away. He doesn't hit any more. A little bit of damage onto Zorage and Twister, but still by and large not getting anything. They're just allowing him to push onto the site. Face crack will grab a second one there and finally getting traded, but long overdue in that situation. Bomb is going down for RCTIC now, and Method, they've got the rotation coming in, but Ubik again, 5 HP on him. It could be difficult.
No kit as well in play, so they have to move relatively quickly. Dursky does have a couple of flashes that he can use to try and get into the site, but they're all coming in from the same direction. This is going to make it difficult, but JM finding the first kill will quickly be traded. And X7, he's in a decent position here, and there's actually a crossfire coming in, and no magic this time with the pistols. Just a simple closeout for the T side in the end, and well, that's going to be the round that RCTIC needed. They've got to now keep this going because I think it was on their CT side. They won the 2 rounds and then lost the final follow-up, so they've got to capitalize straight away and do the same. And, well, they've got 3 rifles straight on the board, a couple of SMGs to do the damage, a scout on JM. We know how good he is with these scope weapons, and every other player has themselves a 5.7s. But straight away, they're going to go down long. Smart decision, trying to find these longer ranges. And look at this push coming out from Twister. He's not mucking about at all, going straight in with the aggression. And he might be able to find himself a couple of kills there. He's getting sprayed down, though, and Spades will take him out.
Yeah, taking complete control of the sites. Molotov being used really well, but Method, they're not allowing any prisoners right now. Already picking up 3 kills and only trading out 1 there. And we're going to see more aggression towards Shaw. Face crack, he's being relentless in this. And Zorage and Saw are last 2 alive. Make that to Saw as Zorage goes down and over-peeking from the pit. What is that? He can just sit in the pit and just hold a passive angle and just take him out and play the headshots. And he'll have a huge advantage there. But no, he rushes up towards long and gets taken down. So Method, they take the second round after losing the pistol. And Saw,
I think that's a bind. I assume that's a bind that he's just clicked by accident. But yeah, we're going to be seeing a force coming in from the T side. I feel like it may actually be necessary just to try and bring something back here. But, well, straight away we're going to see the entry from X7, but the trade's coming in. They've given so much stuff over to the CT side, so much money. And, well, now at the moment, the CTs are just going to try and capitalize on this. There's still trades going at the moment. We need Zori to hit this shot if they're going to have any chance in this round. He's going to find 1 on Ubik as well. So this is a 2 versus 2 now. Face crack, potential. Twister's in a great position, but he's going to be switching between his knife. He will find that kill as well. And now are we going to see the break back again? It's all down to Spades. He'll get finished off. So, wow, straight off the bat, we're going to see RCTIC come back into this one. That was what they needed to do with this force buy. They've achieved it, but the CT side, they're not giving up this force buy. Well, scenario or saga, that's a better word. And it's going to be going again. We're going to be seeing the scout on JM, a couple of rifles brought in as well. And, well, JM is going to get tagged a little bit, but he's going to go for the challenge and Saw. Headshot through the door. Lovely stuff from him. Face crack, he's going to have a lot to do here. Coming onto the B side. Good position for this MP9, though. He will do a nice bit of damage, but only going to take 1 down. And now, well, it's down to Dursky and Ubik going probably to save, if I'm honest. I feel like a retake situation here, especially on the B side, is going to be very, very difficult.
I don't see that happening in a million years, to be honest, with the time they have left and a lack of kit and utility. So, Method, you can see their positions are situated for the exits now. They're allowing RCTIC to push out of both mid and up towards B tunnels, and they'll be able to take them out on the exits. So this is a good positional play. I'm just allowing RCTIC to push up close and aggressively before they finish them off. But it seems like they're all going to be going out towards mid, and Ubik isn't holding that angle anymore. So I think they're going to get away with their rifles, and that's going to be okay for the terrorist side. The Finns keeping those AKs, 4 of them in fact, or 2 Galils, 2 AKs.
Yeah, I feel like it's important for the T side as well, because yes, there's potential for the CTs to force back into this one, but really, I'm not even sure it's worth the risk for them. They're only going to be able to They're not even going to be able to drop any rifles, actually. So it will just be pistols if they do go for the force. The T's, however, they kept 4 rifles alive, which is important for their economy. And if they're going to be making this comeback, they need to have as much money as possible. And as said, it's literally just going to be those 2 rifles standing now. So really, if they win this round anyway, they'll be taking those rifles out, and it won't be too much of a problem for them at all. So hopefully they're just going to play this one smart, not go too aggressive, although we are going to see X7 go down straight away, although one of the rifles is now down and out, but Dursky still playing, tapping away. GM's going to find one as well, and so will Space. And what happened to the slow sort of methodical play that I expected from RCTIC? This has just been absolute madness, all trying to force the issue, and well, now it's all down to Sagaton, and well, he had a crazy game yesterday, but that was a poor round coming out from RCTIC.
I have no idea what happened there. Method somehow bring that back with 3 pistols and 2 rifles on an eco.
Well, it was just the fact that they didn't, like, they could have just checked and gone, okay, there's 3 or 4 players over here, but instead they just charged into the site and ended up losing everything because of it, and now they're going with a weird force buy again. Sagaton has bought nothing, so he's just going with the Glock, and this almost seems to be like a little bit split decisions, but it's not going to matter. 7 and Saw going to be finding 2 kills straight off the bat. Facecrack has managed to find 1, but he's going to be getting closed in relatively soon. He's going to have to do so much work. Sagaton didn't have anything to lose here, so it's the remaining players that are going to be doing the work. We're going to see those 3 AKs still standing. Ubik looking to push in with the smoke. Going to make things very difficult for him, and look at Saw. Perfect positioning. Going to find himself a kill, and he's going to go aggressive. Or is he? Still sort of waiting. Dursky looking into the side, getting tagged very, very low, and he's actually found himself an AWP, so still potential for a save here. It would be nice for him to keep that into the next round, and this game just doesn't make any sense at this point. Like, the team that should win the round don't. It seems like the pure aggression doesn't work when they have pistols, but when they have rifles, it works perfectly. This is a weird game to try and cast, but it's quite enjoyable at the same time.
Yeah, it's just going back and forth. I don't think any team has won more than 2 rounds, really, in a row. Oh, no, we can see RCTIC won 2 in a row there, but it's just so back and forth. I have no idea what's happening either, really. But either way, RCTIC do take another one. A much-needed one as well in Method. They should be down on the eco, but who really knows at this point?
Yeah, they do.
No, they're not. Who needs ecos, you know? Who needs ecos? They will be going for the buy. You can see here, you'll be getting that M4. Rest of them buying up armor as well. A couple of pistols in the mix as well, and an AWP. FAMAS will be dropped on Dirksian, and now we're in a 4 rifle situation, so that isn't too bad here. They can be happy with that on the CT side. JMQA with the AWP once again.
Look at this. Look at the rush. They're just going for it again, straight into B. They are going to find the injury kill. Space finding one back. This is the strat book's out the window here. This is the typical sort of rush B, don't stop tactic coming in, and they've managed to get the site. Space is still on the outskirts here, and 4 rifles standing for the CT side, but again, the B site is one of the harder sites to take, especially without very much utility. They do have a kit on Dursky, and they're actually going to go for a bit of a boost here. I feel like if they don't find a kill too quickly, they may just have to take these rifles away. Forcing the issue might not work, but there we go. Saw's going to be dropped. This puts them with an advantage. Dursky going to be going through the smoke here. He's actually going to blind up 7 as well. This is a good start to the retake for the CT side.
Oh, but Zori over on the site. He's going to drop as well. Twister in the 1 position left, but nope, he's also finished off. And what the hell is this game, Tom? It's just back and forth rounds. Method take another one. And RCTIC, I would say they got an eco, but they're probably not.
They got the bomb down, so...
Oh, they will have money.
They've got a bit of money. Nope, yeah, they're still going for the buy,
no matter
what.
Sagotron's only got 2k, but who cares, really? Let's go for the buy.
This is just absolutely ridiculous.
No team is going to be able to build up an economy in this game.
But, yeah, the buy, well, now technically in favour of the CT side, but that has meant nothing so far. And it seems almost backwards, like when RCTIC have the buy... Well, no, RCTIC don't have the better buy. They play conservatively. When they do have the better buy, they rush and sort of give it all back. But straight away, we're going to see Saw walk in, 2 headshots, or 2 kills, I should say. Ubik sort of hanging around the smoke. He's in a decent position here, but I think they've worked out. He's going to see the flash, and sorry, going to take him out with the Glock. Obviously, why wouldn't he? Space going to get taken down as well, and this game makes no sense.
Every single round, it's the other team winning. It's just, it doesn't compute. Facecrack last alive though, 1 versus 5. Just over towards T-spawn, and 7's going to drop him there. So RCTIC take a knight on the board, but Method... Hey, this is when Method are on an eco, so this is the round they win.
This is Is this actually an eco?
Oh my god, they're actually going to not buy for a round. This is great. At least Method have some discipline now. They're getting a bit of a
going with a few
buy.
pistols.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. They'll have a fair bit.
There's
of
still
investment.
potential. I still believe.
Don't count them out.
I'm scared for RCTIC's sake. What is about to happen in this round? It looks like they have gone for a sort of information play, pushing towards, but this has to be a round for RCTIC, right? They've just got so much more of everything. The only thing, well, Space has a deagle, that's still deadly enough. Dursky, he's going to be burning alive. He'll get taken down. And are we finally going to see 2 rounds again? It's been a little while since that happened, although it is the T side that's getting them. And well, you do have to wonder that now that they are deciding to eco, maybe play a little bit smarter, will Method finally be able to close this out? They are already 2 rounds away from the victory, but well, if they do now give some momentum to RCTIC, as said, they are good on their T side.
Yeah, they haven't counted out when they're reaching double digits like this.
They haven't shown their best for sure, but they've been winning. Well, they've only lost 3 rounds. It's not too bad. Obviously, one of them was a follow up to the pistol, so you can sort of kind of give that one away, as 4 Spice can actually be very, very good in that scenario, but still, this has just not made much sense. Finally, we will see 2 rounds in a row for RCTIC, and well, the remaining players, I feel like they were just waiting for an exit or 2, but they're not going to find anything, and they're actually going to go with, well, probably not the best buy. They will have more nades than they have had previously, and every single player on a rifle, so this is sort of the first proper real rifle buy we've seen in a while. It's just been force after force after force, but let's see whether or not Method can get one step closer to closing this out, or whether the T's will win a 3rd round in a row, the first 3rd round win of this half.
Aggression up towards mid, playing a bit of a default, not a lot of emphasis over towards long here coming out from RCTIC, or short in fact, so that's obviously going to allow Method to get aggressive than need be, but I don't think they're really going to be pushing at this point in time, and Ubik just going to be holding off CT spawn here. Twister goes for the first peek, he will go down there. Twister finds the first, and the smoke going down as well, but they're going to push straight onto the B side. Face Crack finding one, but he's dropping 2, and now we're back into a 4 versus 2 as 7 picks up a double kill over towards B, and JMQA also grabbing 1 on the exit. It's going to be now down to a 2v3, and the flank is coming in rotation, and Twister's going to drop it to start off 13. It will fall. JMQA tries to go for some damage, but 94 HP damage, and now RCTIC are going to be up to 11 rounds now, so Method on an eco once again.
Yeah, this is much better now from RCTIC. They've actually managed to calm down a little bit. Their economy is looking very, very good. We've got Zori back on his AWP. The CTs are on an eco. Really, this is good for them at the moment. They've got to keep capitalizing though. They have lost some silly rounds so far, and there we go. JM going to take himself a kill. X7 getting very, very close, but they are going to finish off these remaining players. The lurker of Sagashin will find this kill with the Kobe nade, and we'll get some nice music courtesy of Saw.
Method finally getting another buy up here. JMQA going to be up on the AWP. We do see the same on Zorage over on the T side, and now finally we are going to see a full buy coming up from both teams. It's looking fairly effective on both sides too. Neither team really lacking too much aside from the lack of kits you can see on the Method side there, but the rest of them, utility is looking fairly prevalent throughout the whole, and fairly effective buy coming out here. So it's going to be very, very important round. Obviously, if RCTIC win this one, they will be able to equalise the scoreline up to 14 with Method, and that's when the big pressure kicks in.
Yeah, we haven't seen definitely the best from Method. I said that their CT side might be weaker, and well, I thought RCTIC would have a good T side, and now with their 4 rounds in a row, it starts to get a little bit scary, because if they find this one, the momentum's just with them, the confidence will be with them, they know they're good on this. But we do have a player currently boosted. The Molotov going to come out. You can see Ubik almost just like glitching through the ceiling. That's horrible to look at on the camera, but yeah, he's going to be waiting in that CT area using, well, not quite use. I like the spot that we used to see Freakazoid use quite a bit, just on the top of that box. But I feel like people have started to check that more and more, so it's not as effective as it used to be. But now we see the switch back to short. We do have JM on the car spot, so definitely potential for this to be deadly. Whether or not he's going to spot the players, he's going to see the flashbang come out. He's actually looking in the wrong direction, going to be waiting for the flashes to come in, and they catch him. But
the drop comes out from 7. He does get challenged for it. Spades will pick him up. That was so unlucky. He had so much potential in that position, but Method playing this perfectly for the retake right now, but maybe not perfect enough as Twister drops Ubik, and Zorage also lands on JMQA. The AWP out of the hands of the counter-terrorist side, and Dirksen last alive as RCTIC are pretty much ready to take a 13th on the board, and pushed out to 14th after Method do take their eco, and we are going to see Saw challenging Dirksen here. This is going to be pretty huge for the CT player here. There's not going to be much he can gather from this. No kit as well, and basically no time left on the clocks. Does tag down Saw, but realistically Zorage should be able to take him out with the AWP here, and instead he's going to attempt to save, but Twister, he's going to be the one to try and deny this push, and this is a really great hold from Twister, not peeking too aggressively. He will get spotted out eventually, and I think Dirksen should be able to save if need be, but again, getting aggressive is not going to work for him and Arctic. They're going to take 13, so just one off the draw right now.
Yeah, it looked like in the first half we saw a lot from Sagashun, and now every single other player on the team just seems to have woken up, come to life. We've seen X7 make some crazy entry kills, we've seen Saw doing some great work, and that's sort of the scary moment for Method as a team, because everybody's sort of fallen asleep, it seems, on their side. We saw JM playing absolutely phenomenally, Space doing well as well. Everyone was really on the board, and in the last few rounds we've really seen no one doing any real damage, always on the retake, and they're going with the pistols again. They were doing so well with them earlier in the half, but whether they can do it again, that's another thing. And Arctic looking to equalize this, as you said, and if they do, I feel like they could be in the prime position to finish this one off.
It's very likely really right now, and triple stack towards long. This aggression is going to be pretty good if they do decide to actually push out, and they will do so. You can see they've got a good flank on right now, and I'm not sure if Ubeek is going to be able to pick up more than one right here. The aggression towards short from Space as well. This is a perfect combination of teamwork. They pushed all the way around, but again, it's a 3 versus 5, but Arctic have complete control of the B site now, and they do have all the rifles to work with. 2 rifles have been grabbed on Method, but oh no, this is going terribly now for Arctic. They had such a good round right there, and now they just threw it all away as all the CTs push into the site and finish them off, and Method somehow, in the space of just seconds, turn the round around, and without even losing a single player in the process as well. I have no idea, Tom. Don't ask me. This is one of the weirdest Counter-Strike games I've
literally got nothing. Like, how does Ubeek just go in and get a triple kill onto the site? How do they not hold a B side with that many players? How did they win with literally just a pure? Oh,
you know what's going to happen now. Arctic are going to take this round.
look at the buy. They have finally gone for it, and they're still not going to hit anyone through mid. Only one player went, and yeah, they are going to drop a couple of them, but still, I do like that strategy. I love the video where Apex is looking down mid, and you just see everybody facing him. It's just beautiful. It's like, uh-oh. But it didn't pay off in that scenario. They are going to leave a load of AWPs in middle, but I don't think that's really going to matter too much.
JMQA really though, he's boosted up towards short. Look at this, this is fun to see. Ubeek also holding the angle with him. There we go, first kill of the round coming out from Method. JMQA is going to drop Twister there, bit of aggression over towards lower tunnels, and we will see already the Russians in the lead right now. Arctic are going to have to come back and do something massive, and we have got 2 AWPs, which are going to be the potential that Arctic have to turn this round around. And so we're each pushing towards CT spawn here. No smoke is down, so Method have no control over mid. They don't know this aggression is coming out, and this is going to be perfect play. You can see Ubeek backing off into the crosshairs. Zorage is going to be ready for this one though. I think Ubeek just want to walk straight into it. A nice flick shot will take him down now, and we're into a 4-on-4. But again, aggression. This is too much from Method. They're throwing rounds away by the book, and there JMQA will be dropped by Saw, and we're back into a 4 versus 3. But that's just stupid, you know, just getting over aggressive when you have a man advantage. It's just going to mean Arctic now have a huge chance to win this round, and it's looking like it's going to go that way with not much retake potential on Method. They are going to have to hurry up and get on this. Space has got a good position, jump spots as well. The bomb won't go down though, and Zorage is going to drop him. That's so unlucky. He had so much potential, but he will be finished off, and Dirksen meanwhile over towards long is going to drop Saw, but Facecrack is also coming up. He's going down to 7, and this is just going to be an Arctic picking up a 14th here unless they throw it away, but no, that's not going to be the case. Sagatron picking him up at the end, and Arctic 14-15.
Yeah, I have to agree with what you said there. Just, they don't seem to know how to cope with a man advantage. It's almost like when they have a man down or when they're in a worse position, they just relish the challenge. But at the moment, the auto sniper now coming out, going to do a little bit of a tag. So far, not really achieving too much, but has now tagged down 2 players to less than 50 HP. That's just a nice little bonus to start off their round. The Molotov going to go in to slow down the B push. That is quite a standard play, actually. Use the auto sniper to sort of spray the players in mid and then push towards B, but they're just going to use the nades to try and hold this push from coming any quicker. Arctic obviously trying to take this one to overturn. This is only map 1, and this is actually the pick of Method. So you sort of have to question a little bit. If Arctic bring this one back, it could be scary going on to Cobblestone as the second map.
Definitely so, and low HP on Method already means RCTIC has a good advantage coming into this round. JMQA does have the AWP though, and overtime is a complete possibility really at this point.
Yes, a decent position from him actually, to be able to hold off anybody coming from mid. I don't think they'll expect him to be there. The only question is where they're actually going to be pushing. It does look like the B push is gathering up, so the middle player may get caught out, but it looks like GM's just kind of moving around his position. You've seen the smoke come in, and now the remaining players, well, I think they're both actually pretty low on this side. Actually, no, Space has relative HP, but it will be Face Crack. He's going to go down. And this is now a 3 versus 4 advantage to the CT side, but they need to get in and help Space. He's just getting closed out. And in the meantime, well, it is back to a 2 versus 2. No real help coming for him. Both players waiting around middle and just expecting him to sort of hold this side off. And Zori, he's going to be having a little look. Not going to find anything just yet. But 2 players, both from the CT area. Twister, decent positioning. He's going to find one. And can he find the second? And we're going to overtime.
Boom, boom, boom.
Twister with a quad kill in the end, so brilliant round from him.
And finally, Sakatron using that bind that I think Twister used earlier from a mistake. No, sword it.
Yeah.
Oh dear, this is going to be scary. I think we're into MR5 overtime. No, MR3.
It was MR3 10k. So this leaves. Was it before it was MR3 16k? I can't remember where I saw that, and I was just like,
yeah, it was here.
I think a little bit too much money, so they have taken it down a notch. We're going to see a single AWP on JM and Zori. No surprise there. It's pretty much been the standard play throughout the game, and we will have Zori holding towards middle while the remainder of the players look to be going straight for a B play. The B play actually hasn't been hugely successful for them, although it did work in the previous round as well. With entries like that, it's not going to matter. Great work from X7, getting the tag on the second player as well, and they'll be into the site. 3 players remain, and the thing is with MR3, if you lose 2 rounds in a row, the third round you could literally be on a straight up like pistol buy. So they do have to be really careful, and the AWP is so valuable in a map like Dust 2, so they actually, it looks like they're going to opt to save. Taking B back from 5 people, very difficult. They did do it before with the pistols, but I feel like we won't see the same mistake coming in again from RCTIC, and that's a great first round from them.
Thing is, the last time I saw Method play Dust 2, they were up against Astralis and they got 16-3'd, so obviously my sample size on Method playing Dust 2 is not hugely prevalent, although they did pick this map. And just a little shout out to everyone spoiling the score in chat for others. Please don't do that. That's never really appreciated. You know, people, if you want to watch the stream, come watch the stream. If you want to know what the score is as soon as possible, go to HLTV. Don't put it in the stream, otherwise people will go check for themselves. It's ruining everyone else. But again, back into the round. RCTIC do take a 16th. They're already on the lead. They only need 3 more of this overtime to take the whole first map, and of course move on to, as you said, Cobblestone being the second one here. And we will see the first kill of the round come out from the CT side. Method. We will see JMQA dropping Saw over towards middle now, and they're not actually going to be trying to trade their 7. We'll be getting a bit aggressive over towards Xbox there, but not actually over peaking too much. And the mid push is coming out again. Only 1 player. Sorry, actually 2 players over towards the B site we do see on the Method side, so they have got a fairly decent hold on this right now. And JMQA, what a great shot, it's going to drop out with Zori's there, so that's going to be a good opener there for both sides. And X7, he's going to lead himself straight into the site now. Facecrack alone drops a pop flash in. They don't know he's over towards the car area, peeks out, gets a lot of damage on his head. He's going to wait for his teammates to join him. He re-peeks alone though, and Twister, he's going to go down too. Sakatron last alive, he jumps in with a nade there, but no utility left, and he's going to have to hurry up and do something massive. But Ubik tagging him down once again. He's down to only 50 HP as the rotation comes in. Dirksen pushing from behind, and that'll be the kill from Method side. Now we're going to see a 16-16 scoreline as we go into the last round of this half.
And it will mean that both teams will be able to get a 4-buy, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. I do quite like seeing that sort of just trouncing when you see the team in the last round go, oh god, we literally have some CZs. Yeah, this isn't good, but JM, so influential in this overtime. He's been taking pick after pick after pick, and he finds the entry yet again. Zori, the AWP player, or the most common AWP player for RCTIC, is down. And, well, if they can take 2 rounds on the CT side, they have been better on the T side for the majority of this game, so well, this will be crucial round really for RCTIC, unless they show something different. Obviously, they were echoing a lot and sacked. What? Just holding that angle finds the perfect shot. Nice from JM though, comes straight back again, finding another entry for his team, and well, this really is just... It's anybody's. I really have no idea how to call this, but 3 versus 4 to slightly favour the CTs. JM is also holding the angle. Ubik gonna turn away at the wrong time though. The jump down into CT working out perfectly, and now they're gonna be going what looks like back to the B side. The bomb, yep, it's gonna be rotating away, but the positioning from FaceCrack here is gonna be absolutely crucial. He may be able to catch one player out, gonna go for the peak, find the kill. Saw coming up very, very shortly. He's gonna be getting pushed from both sides, and oh, this is going to be so difficult for FaceCrack here. He's got to make sure he stays alive. JM is obviously coming in from behind. And we're going to see a shot from FaceCrack finding one. The 1v1 comes in. Well, what a way to have the final round of the first half of overtime.
Oh, but Saul's not aware. He's peeking over towards middle. He still doesn't realise that JMQA is coming from behind. And, well, neither of them realise that they're not holding each other's angle. Saul just waiting for the aggression, and JMQA is finally going to give it to him. But Saul, he's pulled out the gun, and oh no, the bomb. He's going to be dropped, and Method will take a 17th there. So they only need 2 more to take this first map off of RCTIC.
And they 11 rounds on the T side. Obviously, you do have to sort of talk about the idea that overtime changes everything, especially in sort of the balance map. It will also mean that RCTIC can have whatever they want on the buy as well. That was something that was kind of flawed on their CT side, because they were constantly ecoing throughout and then going for a buy, and then everything was lost again. So obviously they want to get off to a good start, and JM, he's just not going to let that happen. Straight away finding an entry kill. Can't really... I feel like I've said that so many times, and well, Zori finds one, but FaceCrack, double kill for him straight off the bat, and this is just lovely stuff so far from the T side. They're going to be going into what looks like match point, and well, they didn't manage to capitalize on it before. Can they do it this time?
7 over towards CT spawn. Mid does come in. He's going to drop a smoke over towards short, but that's not going to be where the terrorists are. They're all crowding around the site like ants, and Method are going to take that 18th round. So 1 more needed for the terrorist side. Nautic are going to need a couple more to take this back.
Yeah, JM now on 28 frags, 10 assists. That's gotta hurt. Like, just having that many assists must hurt a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be seeing double up now for the T side. The tag coming straight in onto Twister, so a nice start for Method. And well, we're going to have to see a different side of RCTIC, to be honest. They need to come out with something here if they're going to be staying in this first map. Obviously, it is the pick of Method, but just also the mental fortitude to come back from this. But there we go, Dursky going to find a nice headshot. He comes in and gets a second. This is looking superb for Method now. And RCTIC, they've got to make a comeback.
I'm not sure if you saw it on the right angle, but that absolutely crazy flick from Dirksy and picking up that first frag onto Saul, getting aggressive into mid. He then flicks around, obviously takes a second, but great play there from Dirksy. And now obviously just storage. It seems like it's probably going to be GG at this point. Method are going to be in a 4v1 here, and a huge favourable position, and Yubiki's going to finish off that final frag. So that's going to be